Hey YouTube, this is your girl Amber Gonzalez from Ambie Gonzalez TV, and today I'm going to be doing this question and answer video, answering your questions. This video is very long overdue. So yes, I've gathered a lot of questions that you all have asked me and I'm going to go ahead and answer. En este video yo voy a hablar en español, inglés y portugués respondiendo a sus preguntas. Entonces, sí. Espero que les gusten. Gracias por ver. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all like, and let's get started. Rufus boy, let me love boy, what you know. Rufus boy, let me love boy, what you know. Rufus boy, let me love boy, what you know. Rufus boy, let me love. Go to Brank B83. He says, me encanta este video. ¿Dónde aprendiste tu portugués? Well, Brank, I'm actually going to do a separate video on that. Explaining how I learned Portuguese in under 3 months. And I think that's going to be a really big video. Básicamente es que tiene que aprender las frases primero, y eso es lo que yo hice. Yo aprendí las frases y yo practiqué con los nativos y todo eso, y fue muy fácil para aprender portugués porque ya hablo español. So, sí, por eso. Pero yo voy a subir un video explicando todo eso. Como yo aprendí portugués bajo 3 meses. Yo voy a subir este video, yo creo, esta semana que viene, o la semana que viene, o en 2 semanas, quién sabe. Pero sí, entonces stay tuned because I will upload that video. Thank you for your comment. Gracias por su comentario. And yes, just to sum it up really quick, I already had spoke Spanish, so it was so easy to learn Portuguese. It was a breeze, you know. And present, past, future tense conjugations are your best friend when it comes to learning and speaking another language. So I will say that. Thank you so much for your comment, Brank B83. Hola Ambie, could you do more videos in purely Spanish, please? I use your videos to practice, or I use your videos for practice, as well as entertainment, and I think it helped a lot of people out. Gracias. And this is from Krakatoa 16. Okay, yes, I will do more videos in Spanish. That's my goal. For the next few months, I will try to do nothing but videos uploaded in Espanol. Now, I cannot promise you that I'm always going to have subtitles, but I will definitely try to do that because I'm getting a lot of requests, emails, people from Brazil and people from Mexico and Puerto Rico is like, hey, what's up with the Spanish videos? So I'll do that. It's just, yeah, I'll do that for you all. So this next question comes from Baby Bell XO. Hola Ambie, question for you. In your opinion, on a scale of 1 through 10, how hard is Portuguese to learn for an English speaker? You are amazing at Portuguese. In my opinion, personally, I think Portuguese is easier to learn for an English speaker than Spanish. But by me already speaking Spanish, you know, it could be a little biased opinion. I'm like, okay, well, this is easy. So on a scale of 1 through 10, I would say for an English speaker, I would say 8. Definitely. You have a good chance at learning Portuguese. I have Eloise Passion. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but this video came right on time. I've been getting so frustrated with Spanish, but you gave me the push to keep learning. My question for your next Q&A video is, how long did it take you to get the courage to practice with natives? I feel like I know enough to practice, but I get so embarrassed to speak. Okay, Miss Passion. To be honest, let's see, I was like 15 when I started, when I took Spanish classes and stuff, and I would just take like my phrases and go practice in this little pueblo called Mexican Town. I guess I wasn't really nervous. I was always so like, just, hola, ¿cómo estás? And they're like,
oh, that's español.
Sí, like that's how I used to speak then, but I was just so, I guess I was excited because of their responses was always like, oh, you speak Spanish. But I definitely would say my comfort and my safe zone was talking to people that I knew couldn't speak English. So I would just hang out in those areas where I knew that, okay, they just got here from their country yesterday, they don't know a lick of English. Those are the people I knew that I needed to be around in order for me to be forced to speak the language. So I didn't really have to look for courage, I just did it. And don't get embarrassed to speak. Are you kidding me? You have a lot of people that are Spanish speakers. When they speak English, they messing up all type of stuff. But nobody's laughing at them, you know. They are still talking English at the end of the day. So yeah, don't let that stop you. Thank you for your comment, Chica. Tyler Jones. Hey, I love your videos, by the way. I'm a college student and I'm taking advanced level Spanish classes. I just wanted to know if you had a hard time with slang or false cognates and little phrases. Well, not so much hard time, but I know sometimes when I speak with natives and they say things and I'm like, what? Haha, I hate that because I want to sound like I was raised around people who spoke Spanish, even though no one in my family does. So you're taking advanced classes in college right now. Thank you for your comment, Tyler. Thank you for watching my videos. I had a hard time with the slang when I first went to Puerto Rico, and I stayed there for a little while, so it was kind of like I was shocked, you know, because my aunt lives there. My auntie lives in Puerto Rico, and I just felt like when I got there, I was like, bruh, I know I speak Spanish, but why don't I understand crap that's coming out these people's mouths? And it was mainly because a lot of the stuff was different, the dialect was different, and a lot of people in the island, mucha gente en la isla, hablan slang. They speak Spanglish and slang, and it's just all over the place. So yeah, I had a hard time with it, but once again, the more you're surrounded around it, the more you start to pick up. Even like when I go to Puerto Rico now and I'm talking, like people don't even be like, oh, where you from? De donde viene? They never ask me that because the way that I speak is so much like that. It's because I spent time there and I was surrounded by it. And then also some of my family that's there, they speak like that. So it was just easy to mimic the way that people were talking. So yeah, I guess I had a hard time at first. I actually used to cry about it because I'm like, what the heck is como tu estás? What is como tu estás? I don't understand that. And then it took me forever to realize, okay, como tu estás means como estás. How are you? So don't worry, Tyler, you'll get it. Just keep befriending Dominican friends, Cubans, Puerto Rican friends, and just make that your circle. You'll start to pick up. Yasmin Kareem says, can you do a video in Spanish and talk about your high school experience or whatever, hair journey, or a video teaching difficult complex sentences in Spanish? I have a problem with subjunctive, imperfect, and conditional. Okay, chica. I will do a video speaking in Spanish, talking about my high school experience. I think that's the best thing to do because I don't want to talk about it in English. So I'm going to do that just for you, Yasmin. I don't know about teaching the complex sentences and all that stuff. Just grammar gets on my nerves, and I'm actually in the process of writing a grammar book for you all that can, that's simplifying the grammar. So hopefully that'll be done by October 1st. Look out for that. Thank you for your comment, Yasmin. Victor Holmes. Hey, have you ever been to Africa, Ambie? No. No, I haven't. So, yeah. Not yet, at least. Fazia Al-Jazair. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. I apologize now. Please make a series on the law of attraction. This is the best law of attraction video in YouTube. Please, please, please share more of these. This inspired and motivated me. Thank you, Fazia. I definitely will try to do more law of attraction videos. I get requests on that too. I got a good response from it. I didn't realize that was going to help a lot of people. I just wanted to share my experience, hoping that it helped one person, but a lot of people later was saying, oh my god, thanks for that video. So I'll definitely write some stuff down and try to come up with more content revolving around law of attraction without freaking people out, because everybody don't really understand how law of attraction works. So just you know the deal. So I definitely will try. Platano 2015. This comment is old, I'm sorry. But you said something looks different about you. I can't put my finger on it, but you look great, Amber. Platano, you're like one of my favorite subbies. Like, you've been around since I didn't even know what I wanted to upload about, but yeah, something is different about me. I'm happy. I was going through a whole lot when I first started uploading. I'm happy. Like, I'm working a job I love. I'm just in a happy state right now. You know, law of attraction is working for me, and yeah, I just feel a little more happier. You noticed it. That's because you've been around a long time. Anyways, thanks for your loyal comments, Platano. So, this other question I have is Jennifer Felicia. She says, love this video. I still doubt to become a flight attendant or do a new study. A full-time study plus daycare is so expensive, and that for 4 years. Flight attendant is something I really want to do, but I'm worried about the daycare. I have family, but they can't babysit all the time because they're also working. Is it not super expensive? My man works as a manager in a restaurant, so he can make his own schedule, but has most of the time only 1 day off. He works in the evening night. How can I combine this when there are nobody at home? When there's nobody at home at night for our baby girl? I hope you have some tips. Jennifer, I know what you're going through. Trust me, people in my family work. Like my mom works, my little sisters, they work and they go to school. I still have, it's like how I do is I get my schedule for the whole month, so I'm able to see what days I work, what days I don't, and I pretty much just play around with that and show it to my grandma, show it to my mom, show it to my sisters, and then I also inform the babysitter, which she runs a child care from home. So between the 3 of them or all of them, we try to make it work. My last option usually is for the girls to go like with their dad or with their grandparents in Atlanta for like a week, and it kind of helps balance things out. I totally understand what you're going through, and trust me, I actually think that I'm going to be going through the same thing in 2 years, because they eventually have to go to kindergarten. And try it, apply, get the job, look at the schedule, how it's set up, and look at how you can play around with it. Show your husband, show your mom, show people around you, just see who you could get help from, and just try. All I can say is just try. That's what I did. You know, everybody around me was like, oh, this is impossible, including some of the people that's kind of helping me. So, I mean, just try it. That's all I can really say about that. Thank you for your comment, Felicia, or Jennifer. Annie Cresta. So, Annie wants to know, or Annie says, I really need some advice right now. At the moment, I'm taking Mandarin in school and self-teaching myself Korean outside of school. My school doesn't offer Korean and my parents won't pay for lessons. But I also want to learn Japanese and French, and my school actually offers those classes as well. But in my second last year of high school in Australia, wow, you're in Australia? Wow, Annie, that's amazing. Like, what are you doing watching my videos? Which means in my 4th year of high school, which means so this is your 4th year in high school. So which means that if I want to pick up Japanese or French class, I'd be over 4 years behind the other students. Do you have any advice for me? I don't really like the subjects I'm doing now. That's another reason why I'd want to switch to languages. They're just my passion. Okay, so Annie, first I want to say thank you for watching me all the way from Australia. That's insane. Definitely follow your passion. You say that languages are your passion, so you want to follow that. Once again, you only live one life. If your passion is languages, then you go for that. If you really want to learn Mandarin, you go for that, or the Japanese and the French that you say your school offers, go for it. Whatever it is that you want to do, do it. You're almost an adult, so I mean, once you hit 18 or 19, I don't know what's the adult age there in Australia, but once you get into the big girls world, it's a whole nother game. But the fact that you speak several languages, it'll make it a lot easier for you. The whole goal is to be able to live life freely and obtain a good job, a job that you love to do. And if languages is your passion, you're going to want to seek a job surrounding around that. Alyssa Rain says, what language apps do you use? Let's see. Well, right now I have a lot of language apps, but they're all surrounded around Korean. So let's see, what language apps do I have in my phone? Mondly. So it's called Korean Mondly or whatever. Okay, so I have that app. Y'all already know I got Hello Talk. That's my language learning app too, because I get to talk with other native speakers. I have Kakao. That's more like a social app, but all Koreans and people that love Korean has a Kakao. It's like a WhatsApp. So I think Duolingo is cool, and yeah. I really don't have that many language apps in my phone. I used to have Bravo. I think that's a good one. I use that with Portuguese, so yeah. Domo wants to know, oh my goodness, how did you learn so many languages? Well, Domo, I only speak 4 languages. Well, fluently, I only speak Spanish, Portuguese, and English, and I am learning Korean now. So yeah, that's only 4. It's not that many. I mean, I have other friends on YouTube that speak like 6 or 7, so I'm not even on their level yet. But thanks for the comment, Domo, or Damo. Good versus evil wants to know, any advice for a young Spanish learner? Please, I would really appreciate it. Well, Miss or Mr. Good versus evil, keep going. Don't give up. Keep practicing. Native speakers are your best friend. And yes, click the link in this description box. It'll give you my whole playlist for all of my language learning advice surrounding around Spanish and Portuguese. Moving on, Dylan Edgar. Hi Dylan, you comment a lot. I've been meaning to, you know, I respond. Sometimes I don't get to respond all the time, but I appreciate your loyalty. You are such an amazing role model, queen. Thank you. I want to learn Scottish Gaelic more fluently as I'm Scottish, but I'm struggling with pronunciation. Any broad tips? Love you, girl. So with pronunciation, this is always something I'm not sure about the Scottish language or that, or how their whole form of speaking is, but I know for like Spanish, Portuguese, French, and different languages like that, even English, the vowels are very important. So you have A, E, I, O, U for Spanish, I'm saying, and for English, A, E, I, O, U. So I don't know what it is for the Scottish language, but the vowels are important. If you can memorize the vowels and the pronunciations of them, pronunciation really shouldn't be your struggle point, if that makes sense. So try to get the vowels down packed. And I know it sounds like vowels, that's easy. No, trust me. Vowels have a lot to do with the pronunciation of words. So if, for example, A, E, I, O, U, if you Roberto, you hear the O, E, O, like A, E, O, U, Roberto. So I don't know if that just made sense to y'all, but this is how I pretty much, the bottom line, the vowels will help you with the pronunciation. XXX Tacy, okay, she says, or he says, I went to Brazil. Okay, I went to Brazil and I did not speak Portuguese at all. French is the second language, not the completely fluent, but I can speak and understand. What would you suggest in starting Portuguese? Thanks. So I'm going to assume, I'm not sure if English is your first language, but I'm just going to assume that it is. I definitely suggest that you definitely start by you know, language learning apps on your phone. Download that, download games. You want to start by learning phrases. That's always number one. Phrases are your best friend. And once you memorize the phrases, then you can start practicing with native speakers. Befriend people that can only speak Portuguese. It's going to be frustrating in the beginning, but trust me, it will start to enhance your speaking skills. So, and I give a whole playlist on how to learn another language, etc. So I will link that in the description box and you can click on that too. Thank you, XXX Tacy, for your comment. Last question is from Ibrahim Mesquita. Basically, he says, hello, Ambie. Today, I wrote you on your channel because I like your videos. I'm starting to learn English. I know that you speak my language, Brazilian Portuguese, good. That's why I want to learn to speak English with your help. If you know someone that speaks English and want to learn my language, please put them in contact with me. I'm trying to read it in English, read it in Portuguese. Say it in English while reading in Portuguese. Thanks and congratulations for the videos. So, está bom, Ibrahim. Obrigado por seu comentário. E está bom. Eu vou fazer o anúncio agora. So, I'll do the announcement now. So, basically, that's what he wants to know. If you guys are trying to learn Portuguese, he wants to learn English, please get in contact with him. So yeah, so that sums up this Q&A video. I definitely want to say thank you all again for your questions. If you all have any questions that you want to ask me, just leave the questions below this video and I will answer them in my next Q&A, which will be like next month. I'm going to try to do it once a month. I know I always say that, but yeah, and if I left out any questions that I didn't necessarily answer, just put them below. That's all I have for you all today. I hope I didn't bore you too much with all this language talk, but that's what I do. So thank you for watching. Gracias por ver, and I will see you all soon. Bye. Let me love boy, what you know. Let me love boy, what you know.